Hello, wrestling fans. We have had a great night of action here in Romney, and we are going to close it out with two championship matches. Chris Bradley alongside Alex Young. Here come the challengers for the CPW Tag Team titles. Brooklyn leading Keemo the Samoan and Tommy Kirkland to the ring.
Yeah, Keemo, he's made a couple attempts so far at the tag team belts. Trying to find that right partner that'll suit him best, and this time he's gotten the very talented Tommy Kirkland, excuse me.
Yeah, Tommy Kirkland, a young man out of the Southeast. This is his first appearance in CPW. He does not have a lot of experience, but he looks to be in good shape. Has some size, comes highly recommended. And we'll be back in a moment with the introduction of the Tag Team Champions of CPW. All right, ring announcer Reggie Johnson introducing the Tag Team Champions. Damage Jake, Slayer, and Nasty regained the belts in this building on April the 14th. They are now going on their 7th month as Tag Team Champions, and it remains to be seen who can even slow these guys down.
Yeah, let me just say, April 14th, a very horrible day. Not only did Damage Inc. get to regain the titles, but it's also the last day we had to work on our taxes. Just a horrible, horrible day.
Well, yeah, tax season is never good, but going up against Damage Inc. is not good for a lot of teams. They will have the experience advantage and the size advantage. Brooklyn has managed Tag Team Champions before. And it looks like Keemo and Tommy Kirkland have worked out some sort of system of communication.
Yeah, I believe it's a bunch of grunts followed by a bunch of yeehaws, It's a primitive system, but it works.
Well, that's good. Jeff Cousins in the ring as your referee. This is going to be something. From what we've heard, coming up in November, we are going to have a championship challenge in order to a match featuring everybody who holds a belt in CPW. Hijinks is the West Virginia champion. Damage Inc., if they want to be in this match, they obviously have to score a win here.
That's correct. So yeah, we got still have the other two title matches. We got to figure out who's going to win those. But you said Hijinks currently, and also currently Jake Machine Davis.
That's true. That's looking to be a tremendous battle between among four very popular wrestlers. Jeff Cousins checking out Keemo the Samoan. And Keemo appears to be free of weapons. And Keemo now checking Jeff Cousins.
I never did trust that guy.
Well, I think he's saying Jeff's clean. Wily Samoan managing to intimidate the referee. And now, wait a minute, what are we doing here? Jeff remembering to check the mask. And, oh my goodness. Well, Jimmy Valiant is coming into town next month in Kaiser. Keemo the Samoan getting a head start on the festivities. I know he's seen the Boogie Woogie Man in action. He probably figures that's a normal part of warming up for a match.
Oh, maybe he just thinks that's a good way to get on Jeff's side.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything like that out of Slayer as Jeff checks Slayer and then Big Nasty.
No, they would at least buy flowers first.
Right. There's the opening bell. We are underway. It's going to be Big Nasty starting things out. And Tommy Kirkland getting loose here. Doesn't appear to be intimidated, which is good. I mean, that's a problem you see of a lot of young wrestlers. As big as Kirkland is, he's not going to match power with either Slayer or Nasty, Alex.
No, he's definitely more of a cruiserweight competitor as opposed to the heavyweights of Slayer and Big Nasty.
Collar elbow tie-up. Nasty gets the advantage, backs Kirkland into the corner. Jeff Cousins calling for the break, and we get a break. And Tommy Kirkland not happy. I guess he feels he's been shown up.
Well, unfortunately, Nasty is the bigger person of the two, so it's going to be kind of easy for him to push him around like that.
Another collar and elbow tie-up. He pretty much just grabbed him by the scruff of the neck there and forced him back into the corner.
I believe he grabbed his neck hair.
Well, I think Tommy Kirkland's saying he grabbed the hair. There's not a lot of, it's a very close haircut. There's not a lot to grab there. I doubt that's it. Anyway, the fans solidly behind the tag team champions here at Wrestle War.
I'll never understand why.
And we are looking to return here to Romney Middle School coming up in the month of February when we hit 2008. And Kirkland, once again, he goes to the eyes. Tommy Kirkland goes to the eyes while referee Jeff Cousins forcing a break and a right hand. And he's using fists and elbows. Oh, no! Bad move. Big Nasty is now fired up, and he is all over Kirkland. Whip it to the ropes. Big clothesline. That's like hitting a redwood tree if you're Tommy Kirkland.
Yeah, Tommy is talented, but he needs to learn not try to match power with Big Nasty. He needs to rely more on his technical ability, more on his sneakiness, more on his agility.
I think this kid's a find here for Brooklyn. He needs some experience, and whatever he gets out of this match, I think experience will be a big part of it, as Slayer's calling for quiet. Oh, jeez. Like a rifle shot went off.
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
Oh, well, that wasn't quite as bad. That was only his face. Slayer pulling Kirkland in the middle, a big headbutt. And Kirkland, he's having a hard time getting on track. I think he needs to get to the corner, Alex, and make a tag to Keemo the Samoan.
That he does. He started off with kind of the wrong game plan, and now he's just hasn't recovered from it yet.
Now Slayer working on the arm, just hammering away. Not really. He's going after that shoulder and the joint, and you can dislocate a shoulder pretty easily. Slayer had a shoulder dislocated early in the year, and this is. Slayer's just having fun at this point.
Yes, he's they're telling the Tommy to answer the referee.
Well, this is quite a lesson for Tommy Kirkland and young wrestlers in general. Big clothesline and working the neck. Just bending the neck, sort of a neck vice. Usually you don't get a submission off this, but it makes it difficult to breathe. It jams up your neck muscles. You can pinch a nerve.
Well, it's nice to see that Slayer is trying to give Tommy Kirkland some airtime there.
Well, he's getting plenty of airtime. He is showing his stuff in front of our worldwide audience here on CPWWrestling.com and on Google Video. Can't ask for much more than that. I don't know if he's going to send the link to this episode to his family though.
No, unless he wants his family to talk him out of being a wrestler right now.
Well, tag into Big Nasty. Kirkland has not gotten. Damage Inc. has cut the ring in half. They have Kirkland where they want him. The less experienced wrestler starts, and this is just classic tag team wrestling, and it's hard to find anybody who is more relentless than Slayer and Nasty.
Yeah, but it occurs to me, I think there may be some madness to this method here. Tommy Kirkland, he's getting his butt handed to him, but he keeps getting back up.
That's true. I'm impressed.
The goal is just for him to be in there, so Damage Inc. tires themselves out, and Keemo comes in for the win.
So you think it's some sort of a rope-a-dope strategy? You're thinking Slayer's going to... Oh, there we go! Chop block from behind. Keemo the Samoan goes for the knee on Slayer while the referee tied up with Brooklyn. And Tommy Kirkland, quick to seize the advantage. He's grapevine that leg. And now Kirkland's going for the submission.
Yeah, well, he's doing this smart here, Slayer there, he took a blow to the knee, and now he's following up and doing more damage to that knee.
Well, he missed there. Kirkland went for another knee drop. Slayer moved, and Kirkland missed, but he does make the tag to Keemo the Samoan. Keemo needs to prevent Slayer from making the tag, and Keemo does so. Keemo pulling Slayer into the center of the ring.
That's not easy.
No, it's not. Keemo, very powerful individual, surprisingly strong. And the referee, Jeff Cousins, keeping Nasty from getting in. And that was an illegal switch. There was no tag as Kirkland comes back in. Crowd getting behind Damage Inc., who looked like they had the advantage. Now Kirkland just punching away at the ankle.
Yeah, take out the knee, take out the ankle. You know, Slayer, he's a big guy. He needs both of those legs.
And we've gone from Damage Inc. just having their way with the challengers to Kirkland and Keemo finding a weakness and going to work. And I think, this is, they're good wrestlers. I think this is the work of Brooklyn.
Yeah, honestly, I think they probably had a game plan to, take out the knees of one of the big guys and, follow up on it. And they're doing a great job of that.
Well, Damage Inc. will, of course, be part of the big Legends of the Fall show November 17th at the Kaiser Middle School. It's going to be a huge show. The Switchblades' last match and the final show of the year. I think that's going to be a tremendous night. But right now, Damage Inc. needs to worry about getting through this match before they can focus on November 17th. The leg gets Kirkland and Keemo wishbone Slayer, and now just a leg lace here. And this is dangerous for Slayer. Slayer is not going to give up. Keemo getting leverage from Brooklyn on the outside. Jeff Cousins doesn't see it. Jeff Cousins, our young referee, I think he knows something is up, but not quite sure what.
Hey, if he doesn't see it, it's not cheating.
Well, it is cheating, actually. But if he doesn't see it, he can't force the hold to break it. I think, I know Jeff didn't see it again. And Keemo just punching the knee, elbowing the knee, and reaching back for additional leverage, and he's caught there. And that enabled Slayer to get out of the hold. Slayer has to somehow find his way over to the corner, avoid Keemo the Samoan, and tag Big Nasty. And it's not going to be easy for Slayer as Keemo just kicking away at the knee.
Yeah, you only got one leg. It's kind of hard, but Slayer found a way to counter that.
Yeah, Keemo went to do a splash, and Slayer got the knee up. That had to hurt Slayer, but he's able to make the tag to Big Nasty. And now Big Nasty going after Tommy Kirkland. Did Kirkland make a tag? I don't think he did. Doesn't seem to matter. It's all four wrestlers are in the ring. And Nasty steps on the foot of Keemo. And steps on the other foot.
Well, one of these days he'll learn to wear boots.
Keemo not a big fan of boots, but he should reconsider. Oh, jeez. Kirkland came out of the corner and just ran right into Big Nasty. That's not going to go well. And Keemo is rolled out to the ring. Tommy Kirkland stuck in there. Referee Jeff Cousins needs to get control of this. Cross-corner whip again. Big splash into the corner by Big Nasty. In for the clothesline. Down goes Kirkland. And that'll do it. Slayer gets the pinfall on Tommy Kirkland. Damage Incorporated keeps the CPW Tag Team titles. 6 months as champion, over 6 months, 6 successful title defenses. They are on a roll, Alex.
Well, they are, but, personally, I'd like to see how they're going to do next month when they have to go up against 2 champions.
It's going to be hijinks, and whoever wins our next match, that's going to be a tremendous challenge for Slayer and Big Nasty. But right now, time to celebrate here in Romney as they have retained the CPW Tag Team titles.
Yeah, and for Keemo and Tommy, back to the drawing board and try to figure out how to do better next time.
Fans, we're going to be back with a 4-way match. The first ever fatal 4-way for the CPW Unified Heavyweight title here in Romney at WrestleWar 2007. This and That Varieties, located at 128 Main Street in Moorfield, is a proud sponsor of Championship Pro Wrestling. This and That Varieties is your one-stop gift shop for holidays, birthdays, and special occasions. Browse the extensive selection of gifts, including porcelain dolls, country signs, and Longaberger pocketbooks. Visit This and That Varieties or give them a call at 304-538-3384.
Wrestling fans, I'm standing here. We're at Romney Middle School. Big night tonight. You know we had scheduled a fatal four-way match, and it with everything that happened last month with the pile drivers and the injury to Shane Shadows, you know, everything was up in the air, but CPW management has stepped in, and for tonight they found a replacement for Shane Shadows, and he's a guy making his return really to CPW, because last time he was here in Romney he got attacked by the Monster Griffen, and it's a long-time friend of Shane Shadows, and my guess at this time the Mega Rocker Bob Keller. Tonight, your return, not only is a friend, but a partner of Shane Shadows. Griffen was the man that put me out of the business for a while. He put me on the shelf. He injured my neck. Now it's my time to come back in and defend Shane's honor, defend my honor, and take the CPW heavyweight title and make it 4 times heavyweight champion.
Well, well, well. Looks like we've come to the night I've been waiting for. You see, it's a 4-way dance for the CPW Heavyweight Championship, the belt that Leslie Leatherman made famous. Jake Davis, I'll give you your due. You've been a great champion. You took the belt to me, albeit because of Shane Shadows, but I'll get to him in a minute. But the fact is that tonight, you've got Griffen, the living nightmare. You've got Jake the Machine Davis, the CPW Heavyweight Champion, and you've got Leslie Leatherman, the greatest CPW champion of all time. And now I understand, because sexy Shane Shadows got his widow neck hurt and he can't be here anymore. Hell, he's probably never going to be back again, because Leslie Leatherman took him and boom, gave him the pile driver, and now he's laying at home nursing his wound. So what'd he do? He sent in old Bobby Keller. Oh, Bobby Keller going to step in there for sexy Shane Shadows. He's going to step in there, Mega Rocket Bobby Keller going to do his thing. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Bobby Keller. I don't care if it's a living nightmare Griffen. I don't care if it's Jake Machine Davis, because it's Leslie Leatherman's time. It's time for me to show everybody exactly why I'm the greatest CPW champion there's ever been. Ow!
That sounded good. King Kong, Marcus Dowling. And tonight is the night. Right there, South Mountain, Maryland, the hometown of the monster that I control with these 2 eyes, Griffen. Larry Leatherman, Bob Seger, and UFC heavyweight champion Chuck Liddell, you're in for it tonight. 'Cause over those hills lies the evil that is within my heart. The evil that lies in the heart of every man. And your new CPW heavyweight champion, Griffen. There's a cold black cloud coming down tonight, 'cause I'm King Kong. He's Griffen, and you're not. Ha 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 ha.
You know, for the first time in my 7-month reign as CPW heavyweight champion, I haven't defended this belt in a fatal 4-way match. Well, here tonight is going to be the first time Bob Keller, former 3-time holder of this title, Leslie Leatherman, longest reigning CPW champion of all time, and Griffen, the monster that's walked through every opponent he's had. I got news for all 3 of you. I'm coming, I'm bringing everything to the table. Every moment I've had this belt, I've told myself I'm the best in CPW, and tonight I get the chance to prove it, because those 3 are the very top and the most elite in CPW. So whenever the final bell rings, you're going to find out that I'm the champion for a reason. So get ready, fellas, because I'm bringing everything I got.
Leslie Leatherman!
Well, this is the match we've all been waiting for, Alex. And here he is, the former CPW Unified Heavyweight Champion, the Highwayman, Leslie Leatherman, making his way to the ring. The first of 4 competitors in this matchup.
Yeah, man, I believe the biggest. I mean, Griffen may have a little bit higher on him, but I think Leslie still has him outweighed.
Well, Leslie Leatherman in tremendous shape.
By no means am I calling him fat, just to be clear.
Well, he's lost some weight. He's added some muscle. He's one of the best champions that CPW ever had. He is also one of the dirtiest players in CPW, and it was just 3 weeks ago that he injured Shane Shadows putting him on the shelf possibly for 5 to 6 months, we're hearing.
Oh, really? That little, huh?
Our next participant hails from Martinsburg, West Virginia, weighing 250 pounds, Mega Rocker, Bob Keller!
And this is going to be an interesting night for the Mega Rocker, Bob Keller. He has taken the spot originally set for Sexy Shane Shadows, his one of his best friends. Bob Keller injured on our last show in Romney on April 14th, the night that Jake Davis won the CPW heavyweight title.
And injured by Griffen.
By Griffen. So he not only has an issue with Leslie Leatherman, he has an issue with Griffen, and he would like to win the CPW title for a 4th time.
I'm sure he would.
Accompanied to the ring by Marcus King Kong Dowling, weighing 342 pounds. This is the Living Nightmare, Griffen!
Well, here he comes, the number 1 contender for that CPW Unified title, the Living Nightmare with Marcus King Kong Dowling. Griffen, he wants Jake Davis. Marcus Dowling is on the record saying he wants the CPW Unified Heavyweight Championship. And Leatherman and Griffen, they worked together last month to score the victory. They are not going to be working together this month.
No, I think that's going to be one of the more interesting dynamics of it. You know, before last month, there were 2 equally divided teams. Now, you're still going to kind of have that, but at the same time, it's going to be every man for himself. It's going to be one person can hold that heavyweight title.
And this has to be, I mean, Jake Davis has done a tremendous job over the last 6 months, in my opinion, defending the title. He has not faced 3 wrestlers at once.
No, he hasn't, but, you know, if you ask me, he still hasn't. He's only facing 2 wrestlers and Bob Keller.
Just a matter of time before you slip that one in. All right, here comes Jake the Machine Davis. And if all goes well, he will be Hijink's tag team partner next month against the team of Damage Incorporated in that Champions Challenge. But first, he has to survive. He not only has to beat Leslie Leatherman, he has to beat Griffen and Bob Keller. And this is going to be a huge challenge. But if anyone can do it, you have to figure it's the Machine.
Well, I mean, he has overcome a lot of odds during his title reign. I'll give him that. But, you know, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. You know, it's got Leslie Leatherman, you got Griffen, and you got that Bob Keller guy there. So, I mean, this is going to be an extremely tall task for him to overcome.
And I'm going to mention this, in a fatal 4-way, the first fall wins it. If Bob Keller pins Griffen, if Griffen pins Bob Keller, if Leslie Leatherman pins Griffen, the championship can change hands here without Jake Davis losing the fall. And here we go, Keller after Leatherman, Griffen after Jake Davis. Bob Keller in the corner, going on top of Leatherman, going for mounted punches. Jake Davis doing the same over the opposite corner. And Leatherman and Griffen are staggered in the early going. Keller has I think he got the hold of the tag rope. Oh, slam by Jake Davis on Leatherman. Griffen goes for a big splash, misses, tumbles out over the top rope. Right now, it is Keller dominating on Leatherman. It is Davis and Keller in the ring. Boo to your referee.
Now, see, this is what's going to get interesting. I think beforehand, you know, you thought Keller and Davis were working a lot together. Right now, only 2 people in the ring. They should be fighting each other right now. Well,
you know, Bob Keller and Jake Davis were part of a huge feud a couple of years ago. And I guess they've buried the hatchet, but this is about the championship. This is not about making friends or influencing people. And Jake Davis and Bob Keller have decided it's to their advantage to keep the other 2 guys out of the ring. Griffen takes over, snaps Keller's neck across the second turnbuckle, across the second rope, and Griffen has pulled Keller to the outside. We have Jake Davis and Leatherman in the ring. Now the fall has to take place inside the squared circle here.
Yeah, that's good things. You know, otherwise Budo would just be running around all over the place tonight.
Well, here's Leatherman going to work on Davis. Davis rolling through. Rolls back into a headlock, floats over, takes Leatherman over, going for the cover, shoulders are down, there's a 2 count.
Yeah, we saw Griffen out there just choking Bob Keller.
Yes, but I mean that's a very interesting story, but we have to keep track of what goes on in the ring. Griffen gets rammed into the ring post. Bob Keller throws Griffen really hard into the middle of the ring post. Leatherman waistlock with a waistlock, goes for the full Nelson, floats it over, snapmare. Jake Davis with a kick. The action is fast and furious. We are going to have a hard time keeping up with things. Davis with another headlock. There's no time limit. There's no count out. There's no disqualification. This is all about the championship.
Yeah, Griffen and Bob Keller still on the outside and trading punches.
Well, you know, while you can't win the title on the floor, you also can't get pinned on the floor. The match can't end for them until they get back in the ring. But by the same token, Jake Davis and Leslie Leatherman, the winning fall can happen, and both these wrestlers will be out on the floor. Bob Keller already busted open by Griffen.
Well, that's one advantage of being on the outside.
And Griffen shoved Jake Davis's feet off the ropes. Actually, he shoved Leatherman's feet off the ropes. Leatherman furious. He thought he had a win right there. And Leatherman gets Griffen back outside. Leatherman wants a piece of Jake Davis. He feels he shouldn't have lost the title here in the first place. Jake Davis thrown out over the top rope. And now the other three wrestlers battling it out on the floor. Griffen choking away at Jake Davis.
Yeah, you're basically everyone's outside of the ring right now. So basically, you know, this is where it gets interesting. So you can't win, but you can do a lot of damage to other people.
Absolutely, and really there's not much for the referee Buddha to do right here until the wrestler comes back into the ring.
Well, maybe we can get a hot dog or something.
Well, I would not suggest you do that. Griffen brings Leatherman back inside from the outside, and now it's Leatherman and Griffen. Leatherman kicks the rope, does damage. There's Keller and Jake Davis out on the floor. Right now, this is a bad situation for Jake Davis. Something could happen. Griffen with a spear. Griffen could win the title right here.
You know, you say it's a bad thing for Jake Davis, but the same aspect, I think it's kind of a good thing. You have the two biggest guys, just beating up on each other.
Well, you say that, and we haven't had a match like this in CPW, but you got to keep track of what's going on in the ring. You can't let there be a pinfall. You can't let there be a submission.
This is true.
And Jake Davis goes for the cover, and Bob Keller drops the elbow. Bob Keller not willing to let Jake Davis go for a cover. Griffen right there on Bob Keller. Oh, huge chop to the chest. This is tremendous damage being done right here. Griffen misses the splash again. Bob Keller too quick for him. But Griffen not going down. And here comes Keller. Keller wants a piece of Griffen. He's wanted it for months. Right hand. Another right hand. Griffen with a thrust to the throat. Keller, oh my goodness. Griffen going right for the throat of Bob Keller.
No, that's a smart move. I mean, that'll get your throat to swell up, make it hard to breathe. And Bob Keller, he needs all the oxygen he can get.
Clothesline by Griffen, down goes Keller. We have Leatherman working on Jake Davis on the outside. Griffen drops the leg. Now he's going for the cover, and they're not, Jake Davis is busted open. Griffen almost pinned Bob Keller. Griffen almost became the CPW heavyweight champion.
Close, unfortunately, I got a feeling it's going to take a little longer to get all these people to a point where you can pin them.
Leatherman slams Jake Davis on the floor. Now Griffen wants to go to work on Keller. Leatherman taking a break, watching the action in the ring. Griffen drops the elbow. He's going for the cover, lateral press. Oh, and Leatherman right there to keep Griffen away from the CPW title. We almost had a title change. Leslie Leatherman saved Bob Keller, something you would not see in a normal match.
That is true, and that's one of the interesting dynamics of it. Not only do you have to worry about having one person beating enough to pin them, but you got to worry about making sure everyone else beat enough not to come make the save.
Yeah, not only do you have to worry about, say, the two guys in the ring, there was a fourth guy hanging around there. He might blindside you at any second. Neck snap by Keller. Griffen in trouble. Davis and Leatherman again. The former partners battling on the floor. And Griffen throws Bob Keller over the top rope to the floor. Griffen right now has the advantage. He can take a break, or he can go out and inflict more damage. Guess what he's going to do?
Well, he's doing a smart thing. And meanwhile, we just saw Leslie Leatherman choking Jake with a rope there.
Well, it's been 6.5 minutes so far of pure action. And this is not going to stop until we have a winner. Griffen with a big boot. He got tremendous height on that. Leatherman is down. Griffen choking away with the approval of Marcus King Kong Dowling. There on the opposite side, you see Jake Davis and Bob Keller. Oh, and Keller just threw Jake Davis through a row of chairs. The CPW champion not only hurt, he is the farthest wrestler away from the ring right now.
I actually think he threw him like 2 or 3 rows of chairs there.
And Griffen and Leatherman fighting into the bleachers. And they're moving up. Our cameraman trying to keep up with all this action. They are heading to the top of the bleachers. Leatherman blocks Griffen. Leatherman throws Griffen into the wall. And Griffen he made it halfway back down the stairs the hard way. There is no one in the ring. Boot has to run back in the ring because here comes Keller, and he's got Jake Davis. We can have a pinfall or submission right here. No, wait, Davis rolls Keller up, booted down for the count. 1, 2, oh! Almost. Jake Davis almost keeps the title.
Yeah, this is the time to do it. You got 2 guys far away from the ring. They can't make the save, so if you're going for a pinfall, now's the time to do it.
Griffen all over Leslie Leatherman, and Leatherman takes the tumble down the remaining bleachers. This is incredible. Keller, swinging neck breaker. Bob Keller just not able to follow up right now. That is his move, the swinging neck breaker. That's one of the reasons Bob Keller's a former 3-time CPW heavyweight champion.
Yes, former.
Griffen drops the knee on Leatherman. Cover by Keller. Oh, only 2. And Griffen's got a chair. Griffen is choking Leslie Leatherman with a chair. It's as legal as an armbar right now. At least in the context of this match. This is the sort of thing you enjoy, Alex.
Yes, it's chaos, it's pandemonium, it's all those awful catchphrases I normally use at this time.
Keller ducks under. Jake Davis with a drop kick. Beautiful drop kick. Bob Keller is down. Jake Davis with a cover. 1, 2. Oh, Griffen! Griffen makes the save. Griffen saves Bob Keller. Jake Davis does not get the pinfall.
Yeah, Oh,
look at
man.
Leslie Leatherman. We have 3 of the 4 wrestlers busted open. The 4th one wears a mask. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, basically it's only a very small area that we can actually see bleeding.
Well, Leatherman has Bob Keller. But Leatherman keeping one eye on what's going on in the ring, where Griffen is moving to the second turnbuckle on the inside. Griffen has Jake Davis down, misses the leg drop. Jake Davis rolls out of the way. And Leatherman watching the action. Bob Keller on the outside. We can't see him from this angle. Leatherman's going up top.
That's something you don't normally see from him.
Oh, no, and Jake Davis shakes the ropes. Leatherman cannot keep his balance. And Griffen gets his hands on Leatherman. Griffen has Jake Davis. Bob Keller waiting for his opportunity to get back into this. Only one of these 4 men can be the CPW heavyweight champion. And Jake Davis does not have the normal champion's advantage in this match, to say the least. Griffen going for Davis. Jake Davis throws him up and over. Bob Keller drops the big elbow on Leatherman. Bob Keller going for the cover. Oh, and Leatherman kicks out. No one was there to save Leatherman. He had to do it himself.
Yeah, this is just non-stop action right now.
Oh, and Griffen with the bear hug, ramming Jake Davis's back into the post. Bob Keller almost got a pinfall on Leatherman right there. Bob Keller, I know is not your favorite, almost became the CPW champion for a 4th time.
Yeah, well, almost only counts in the horseshoe, sand grenades, and something like that.
Griffen choking away on Jake Davis. Jake Davis has the toughest path of all 4 of these wrestlers if he wants to keep the CPW title, in my opinion. Right now, just facing Griffen. Leatherman has the boot up. All 4 of these wrestlers exhausted. Jake Davis, I think, has taken the worst of it out of any of the 4.
It was pretty hard to tell, but yeah, they're all pretty close if you ask me.
Leatherman drops the elbow off the second turnbuckle. He needs to follow up here if he wants the pinfall. He's going for the cover on Keller. Oh, and Jake Davis with a neck snap. Jake Davis saves his CPW heavyweight title, at least for a couple more minutes. We have passed we passed the 11-minute mark. And I don't know what it's going to take for one of these wrestlers to win.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it looks like Leslie and Jake are pretty much running on fumes.
Spinebuster! The move that won Jake the title! Leatherman's down, courtesy of the Spinebuster. Leatherman got the shoulder up this time! I don't believe it! Leslie Leatherman kicked out of the Spinebuster!
Yeah, you know, kind of partly, you know, sloppy cover by Jake and really just not enough energy to keep him down.
Well, that's true. Again, I don't know what it's going to take this time. Leatherman won't stay down. Jake won't stay down. Neither will Keller, neither will Griffen. Where's Marcus Dowling go? Bob Keller's chasing Marcus Dowling. Leatherman has the advantage in the ring right now. Griffen going after Keller, who's going after Dowling. It is back to Jake and Leslie in the ring. There's the cover. No, Leatherman cannot keep Davis down. And now Griffen making a move back towards the ring. Well, Marcus Dowling serving a purpose. Here comes Keller, too. Here it is, Griffen. He's got the champ down. Jake goes to the eyes. Jake jumps through the ropes just to get at Leslie Leatherman. Now Keller battling Leatherman on the floor. It is Griffen and Jake.
I will say we haven't talked about Marcus too much, but I think he has a huge amount of benefit to Griffen. In fact, that he's there to basically kind of be Griffin's eyes behind his head.
Well, that is something, that is something valuable in this match. And now he's holding Jake Davis. Can't stop. Griffen gets the boot. Griffin hits Dowling. Griffen hits Marcus Dowling, and Marcus Dowling at the moment is not an advantage for Griffen.
Right, no, and he is not moving right now.
He's out. I mean, it wasn't that big a fall from the apron, but he hit a big boot from Griffen. Spinebuster, here we go. Jake Davis has it. No! Leslie Leatherman pulled Buddha out of the ring.
Oh, that's one way to break a count.
And I think on top of that, Griffen had his shoulder up. It might not have mattered. We did not have a 3 count. Now we have the referee down. And Buddha's hurt. Security's going to check on Buddha. Buddha's hurt. We don't have Spike Callahan here. Wait a minute. Who's that masked man?
Lone Ranger? I don't know.
Man in black just dropped Jake Davis with a TKO. Whoever this masked man is, he's no fan of Jake the Machine Davis. And Griffen poised to take advantage. But there is still no referee. Griffen with a spear. And there's Jeff Cousins. Jeff Cousins is in the ring. I don't believe it. Griffen just pinned Jake Davis. Griffen is the CPW heavyweight champion. That masked man just cost Jake the CPW title. We have a new champion, Alex.
Yeah, and Griffen, I don't know if he realizes that the match is over yet.
I don't think he realizes what he's done. Marcus Dowling realizes it. Marcus Dowling is giving him the belt. He's the champion. Griffen's the champion. This is incredible. I don't believe it. Keller and Leatherman still fighting on the outside. They don't care that the match is over. But we have a new CPW heavyweight champion tonight in Romney, West Virginia. And it's the living nightmare, Griffen.
Yeah, and, I really don't know who's going to be able to take the belt away from him.
Well, the first people who are going to get a shot are Slayer and Nasty coming up on November 17th. And Marcus Dowling, for the first time, is the manager of the CPW heavyweight champion.
Yeah, he came here for one reason, to manage a wrestler to the title, and he's done that.
Jake Davis can't believe what's happened. He wants
to find out who that masked man was, and honestly, I do too.
Fans, this has just been an incredible turn of events here. Griffen is your champion. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of CPW here in Romney at Wrestle War. Griffen moves on to November 17th as your CPW Unified Heavyweight Champion.
I told you 4 months ago that I was going to bring pain and devastation, the likes of which CPW had never seen, to that ring. And they all doubted me. They They all doubted the monster. But finally, tonight, pain, evil, it happened. Like I said, when Griffen gets the belt, they all fall down. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha!
Wrestling fans, it all comes down to this. This Saturday night, November the 17th, CPW Legends of the Fall, Kaiser Middle School, Harley Staggers Drive, Kaiser, West Virginia, 7:30 p.m. bell time. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Kaiser Middle School General Fund. Switchblade, the chairman of CPW, the former 3-time CPW heavyweight champion, will wrestle for the final time in Kaiser at Legends of the Fall as he takes on the Baltimore Butcher Blood in a hardcore match. Plus, the Champions Challenge. The CPW Heavyweight Champion, the new CPW Heavyweight Champion Griffen, teaming with the West Virginia Champion Hijinks to face the CPW Tag Team Champions Damage Incorporated. The winner of the fall captures the title held by the loser of the fall. One way or another, it is very likely that we will see a title change this Saturday night in Kaiser. Also, just announced, Miss Ginger will be the special referee in the return match between Deuce Donatelli and the one-man warning Bill Bain. And the rematch, True Talent Bobby Shields taking on Jackpot Jimmy Jessup. Jackpot Jimmy Jessup has guaranteed that Bobby Shields will not win and has promised to put up $1,000 of his own money if Shields can beat Jackpot Jimmy Jessup. All that, plus Jake the Machine Davis, the Warlock, Keemo the Samoan, the Deadhead Brian Johnson, and much more. And the CPW Hall of Famer, the Boogie Woogie Man, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, will confront the Highwayman Leslie Leatherman about what he did to Shane Shadows. All that and a lot more this Saturday night. Legends of the Fall, 7:30 p.m. bell time. Advance tickets available at all CPW ticket outlets.